Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here. This is gonna be my first spooky review of the month. I hope I can read the last, at least 4 books. There's 4 books I really want to read before the end of this month. I honestly think I can because I know they're all very fast reads. You just know. I'm sorry, spooky books tend to be a lot quicker because you get sucked in more. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. But today's review, no spoilers because I really... Okay, no spoilers for this review though, okay? I'm sorry if that disappoints. But today's review is going to be about Survive the Night by Danielle Vega. First, can I say that she's underrated? Why do people not talk about her more? Her books, I've read 2 of them. I'm going to read the 3rd one. Are really amazing. So good. Anyway, this book is about a girl. Casey. Why do I always forget? I just read this book and I already forgot the girl's name. I don't understand. This book is about a girl named Casey who gets out of rehab because she was abusing prescription drugs. She goes to her good friend's house. And by good friend, I mean non-using friend's house after she gets out of rehab. Her dad drops her off. And while she's there, she feels awkward. Her other friend, not so good friend, comes to pick her up. And by not so good, I just mean the group she used to hang out with before rehab comes, picks her up. And they all decide to go to this underground rave called Survive the Night. And as they're down there, they get trapped and there's something trying to kill. I was not expecting what ended up happening. I thought this book was super good. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Let me just tell you that. I love, first off, how simple her writing is. I like it because she gets to the point without... I can't stand it. There's just some books you do not need to be flourishy with. And for a gory book, you need to flourish on the blood and the gore and the descriptions of the scenes around you and how creepy they are. She's very good at writing it because her writing is that type of writing, kind of like Hunger Games. I don't know if you guys experienced it, but you're reading it and you can see everything so perfectly in your head. It's not one of those books where you have to have seen the movie to understand or see the adaptation or see something that's set in that same time period or place. No, I had no idea. I've been in New York subways before, but I've never been to the abandoned subways. So it was so easy for me to just see everything, imagine everything, the slime on the walls and the party goers. Everything was so descriptive. And I thought that was A++ because in a scary book, you need descriptions. Do they need to be overdrawn? No. And I think she does that extremely well because I think, at least I would think, it is harder to describe something in full detail without writing a full paragraph on the color of slime on the wall. She knows how to do it with just a few words, and then you're just like, wow, that was really good. I like how fast-paced this book is. I like that it keeps you going. I like the ending. I like the surprises and everything that happens. I thought there was some parts that were extremely relatable and other parts that I was like, whoa, that's messed up. I loved it. I really loved it. Now, if this book wasn't such a fast read, I don't think it would have been a 5 stars, and I don't think it would have been as good. But I find Danielle Vega's writing and her stories to be extremely addictive. I'm talking I will stay up all night long to read it because it also happened to me with The Merciless. I read a few pages. Once I get past the 50, 60, let's say 70 page mark, that's it. I cannot put the book down. I read about 70 pages of it, and then last night, from page I think it was 74, 75, I just flew through the rest and I finished last night. It's not long books, but they are really quick to read in the sense that you don't want to put it down. And then that, I think, is what also feeds into the fact that this book is creepy. It's very realistic. The setting is very I don't want to be there. I got so creeped out last night after reading this. I was the only one awake by the time I was done. And I was like, dang it, I don't want to walk next to my bed because, it's you get chills, you get creeped out. You go to the bathroom and then you run because you feel like something's behind your back. Yeah, that's how I felt after reading this. But I think it was because of how fast paced it was that I got sucked into the story. I was so invested in the story that it begins to feel real, That is what I like about Danielle Vega. I think she's extremely good at describing gore, having gore, not being like, you know, oh, it's a young adult book, let's not add too much details. No! Add all the details. I want all the blood. I want that stuff. That's what you're expecting from books like this. And I don't think she holds anything back. I adore it. I love it. If you have this on your bookshelf and you haven't read it, I recommend you read it. You know what, read it the night before Halloween or something. Like, I feel like this is a good book that if you read it in one sitting, which is extremely possible, I promise you it flies by really quick. At least it did for me. It's just really good. I highly recommend it. I loved it. Again, 5 out of 5 stars. I cannot wait to pick up The Merciless 2. I'm just super excited about it. I am officially addicted to Danielle Vega's writing, and I hope she writes more like these, and I hope these books become films, because I don't think they would be good TV shows, because I don't think there's enough to describe, enough to like make a TV show out of it, that they would change too much. This is a perfect script. Make this into a movie. Oh my goodness, I would have so much fun being creeped the fuck out in the theaters. Oh, that would be so good. But again, highly recommended. Have you read it? Comment what you think down below, whether you like it or you don't like it. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, because this doesn't have the greatest ratings on Goodreads. It's like a 3.68 or something like that. I don't understand why though. I really don't understand. Like, this is such an underrated book. She's underrated in general, because for a while The Merciless made its rounds, but like, I don't hear anything about her on YouTube anymore, and I'm sorry. I think she deserves more credit than she gets. That's my personal opinion. But comment what you think down below, what you do like about her books, what you don't like about it, what you think about this, the twists and turns that this book has, and just let me know. We'll talk spoilery details, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!